Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirisho here, and now, before we do begin, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. We had Deku, and we also had Charlie. Charlie brought Deku home after he broke his arms in a motorcycle accident. She had to feed him dinner, or well, lunch, because Deku couldn't even pick up a fork. And that was awkward. Then you had Ron who came over. He wanted to ask Deku for advice as to how to win Charlie back. But Deku, he flat out told Ron what he was doing. Ron is a control freak. He tries to stop her from doing things that she likes. I mean, he doesn't like Charlie for Charlie. Yes, he likes her because she's pretty. Yes, he likes her because she's straightforward and to the point. Yes, he likes her for many reasons. But a lot of those reasons, he's trying to change. I mean, he wants Charlie to dress differently. He wants her to be girlier. He doesn't want her to work as a mechanic, but she likes all these things. And Deku, he ended up punching Ron across the face. Over Ron, he punched him. And then Deku, he proceeded to stomp on the family jewels a few times. Before him and Charlie, they had a drink, they relaxed, and watched a movie. And Charlie had a lot to think about with what Deku said about her. Now, with that out of the way, let's actually begin with Deku and Charlie. Deku, he's still laying asleep on his couch, and he is still very comfortable, as Charlie does lay on Deku's lap. Right now, her head on Deku's leg, as she does lay down on the couch. Deku, he does go to stir. Him waking up, whenever he tried to somewhat shift around and get a bit more comfortable. Deku going to knock his left elbow into the couch. As whenever he put pressure down on it, he felt the immense jolt of pain. Him actually going to have his eyes somewhat open up a bit more. Him actually awake this time. And Deku, he does just go to stop leaning on that arm. As he does go to somewhat yawn a bit, before he does go to blink himself to consciousness. Him actually looking around and seeing, okay, so it's light out. But, shit, when did he fall asleep? Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, where's Charlie? Her head on Deku's lap. And Deku, he actually stared down in her face. I mean, her hair. The gray part of it and the dark part of it. He's always been curious. I mean, Deku actually looking down her face. She sleeps peacefully. And Deku, he always did want to ask. Her hair was kind of always like that, so he's pretty sure it's not hair dye. Then again, there is his hair. Deku bring his hand up. And he does could actually feel his head. As there is where Deku is going to bring down his left arm carefully. And he does. They're going to turn. Okay, he should probably make coffee. Deku going to bring his hand down. And onto Charlie's shoulder. As Deku, he actually does go to shake Charlie awake before she's going to open her eyes. Her actually going to sit up and turn to see Deku. And Deku, he does this one comment on it. Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead. Hmm? Oh, yeah, sorry. Her bring her hand up to her mouth, as she does have some drool on the side of her chin. And Deku does a comment on it. And we're going to stand up and walk into the kitchen. So what happened with the movie? Oh, I watched the rest of it and then just went to bed. Charlie saying that without even thinking. And Deku, he does stay in the kitchen before realizing it. She didn't fall asleep. That being on his mind. And Deku, he actually tried to reach out with his left hand and try to grab onto a few things. And Charlie actually does get a turn and look at Deku. Her gonna stand up and walk over. Hers, I'm gonna push Deku backwards and away, express to him that she'll make the coffee this morning, just go sit down. Fine, Jesus. Him gonna walk back over and sit down on the couch. expressed to her that, he does know how to do a few things for himself. Sure you do. Anyways, listen, just let me know whenever you need me to drive you to that specialist. Yeah, yeah, I need to. Where's my phone? Deku feeling towards his pockets. Okay, no. Uh, shit. Okay, Deku turning his hand and reaching down into the side of the couch. Before he does gonna feel it and then pull it out. And then he does gonna open it up. Nothing yet. Okay. So, should he call again? Hmm. No, no, he should probably wait. It wouldn't it wouldn't hurt to call again just so there's another voicemail, right? I mean, see the same number twice, it could mean something and it could be a genuine offer. Okay, so yeah, he'll do that. Deku making the phone call, and at least trying to express his offer does still stand. And Charlie this time is going to hear Deku talk on speakerphone. His name is Izuku Midori and his offer does still stand. He called the day before and told the man that he really does need the use of his arms. He's aware that his prices, they are, in the quite frank way of saying it, fucking too high. But then again, his quirk is healing, so that is pretty rare. I mean, Deku could probably try to go to another specialist, but this one's highly recommended for his abilities. And yeah, the price tag hanging from his neck, it does basically tell about how much and how good he might be. So that's annoying. He doesn't know how much off to spend or how good the guy's abilities are. He's heard about them, but hearing and seeing are different. Deku, he likes to see what a person's capabilities are at, rather than just hear about them. Because talk is cheap. Action is where the money is. And Deku, he does get to hang up. Charlie walking over and sitting down the coffee. As Deku does a turn to see her, and she does try to express. Okay, so she's really going to ask him this question. Hmm? What's up? Um, all that stuff you said about me, were you being honest about it? Uh, yeah, um, I mean, yes, Charlie, I mean, listen, Charlie, we've been friends for over a decade. Shit, I mean, almost more than a decade and a half. So, I'm, yeah, I'm honest. I mean, you helped me out a lot, and I helped you out a lot. I'm only paying back my debts. Izuku, you don't owe me anything. I know, but I feel like I do. Listen, Charlie, you're afraid. Hmm? You're afraid to owe me something, right? You were always like that. You were trying to be tough growing up, and then you actually got tougher, and then you lost them. That's whenever it really started, right? No, no. My parents always got on my ass for being the way I was, but I don't think that's it. What do you mean? Charlie, I'm the way I am because of you. I'm I'm better, I feel. I don't feel like that same little kid who was just running scared at everything. I stand my ground and I fight. And I have scars to prove it. Is that why you're not? Yeah. They're gonna stand up and express to Charlie him going to straighten out his left arm and then gonna reach down towards his shirt. I'm gonna pull up the side of it, and Charlie doesn't want to bring her hands up. Okay, she really doesn't want to see her opening one of her hands. And seeing the scar on the side of Deku's body, it's her actually somewhat wetting her eyes. And Deku, he does it to tell her. It's from the accident. Him pulling up the rest of his shirt. And Charlie does see a little bit more. It's, oh God. And Deku, he does get to pull up his entire shirt. Him going to wince in pain and trying to hold in the sound as he has to pull the shirt off of his right arm and through over the cast. As Charlie, she actually just stared at Deku's side. It's like a cannonball went through him. And Deku just stared at Charlie. As she actually goes on bring up her hand without thinking and run her fingers over the scar. And Deku, he actually goes on step away from her. As Charlie, she actually does somewhat go to bring her hand back surprised, looking up towards Deku. And Deku, he does look down without saying a word. It's my souvenir. Was this what happened? Yeah, yeah. The the villain, his fireball, it just it came at us. I remember. Dad was annoyed, my grades were slipping. He was screaming. And Mom, she was just trying to drive. Right. Your parents, they were a lot, Charlie, but they were good. I remember it happening. The front of the car suddenly just boom, and the front seat. It was covered in flames before I can even realize it. Then the villain, he sent something flying at me, and then there was a pop. The last thing I remember was the feeling against my skin, and I don't know. I broke the window to try and get out, but I got scratched up all right here. Deku gonna turn and show Charlie the other side. And Charlie, she actually see the other side of Deku's, well, shoulder. Deku has a scar right there. I mean, it's sort of a weird looking one, but from what he's saying, he cut himself in glass or no, metal. The car exploded and it was hot, right? So, Deku staring at Charlie. As she actually is going to bring her hand back up. Her bring her hand up onto the scar. And Deku, he actually is going to watch her. She's kind of curious about it. I mean, she knows what this does mean. Her going to run her fingers a bit to the right. And Deku is actually a bit more surprised. Him going to somewhat flinch whenever she did that. And Charlie does go somewhat turn her head to see the extent of the damage. It runs on Deku's front side. And then it goes over to the side and it is partially on the back. And that does deal Charlie quite a bit. And the way it looks, I mean, he's still wearing his pajama bottoms, but she's guessing the scar is a lot bigger. This looks like just the middle of it. No, no. So, is this why you... Yeah, yeah. Always the tank top. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I know. I didn't want you to. So, just go ahead and give me a sponge bath. Yeah, real funny. Real funny. But I'm serious, Izuku. You need to shower. Yeah, yeah, so how about lunch afterwards? Yeah, sure. the two to go through that awkward situation. Charlie, she does help Deku out a little bit. And Deku, while he does get the important bits himself, Charlie, she is going to wait on him. As Deku, he did try to get dressed, and he left. Now, Deku, he doesn't get any word. And it does somewhat go like this for a few days. And Deku, yeah, he's probably better off calling someone else, like maybe a nurse to help him out, or, just someone other than her, because he feels sort of Charlie going to bring down the spoon and hold it up. Her joking with him, say ah. And Deku, he does go back to his previous statement. This feels fucking humiliating. And Deku, he does stare at Charlie. Her still with that smile, as Deku, he does feel his phone buzz. And Charlie, she actually does go to look at Deku as he does go to bring down his hand. Him pulling out the phone and going to answer the number. Hello? Yes, hello. This is Dr. Adams. I'm here to talk to you. Okay. So, I'm the specialist that you called. Oh, yes, Mr. Adams. What is it? I would like to talk to you. Your offer, what is it? What's your base rate? My base rate is 7,500. So if you were to double it, it would be 15,000. Okay. And when would I be able to come in? Let's see. My schedule. How's about a month from tomorrow? You're serious? Yes, I am, unfortunately. Many of my clients are on the more expensive side. The biggest offer I have right now is today, and it is about $25,000. Your name is Azuka Midoriya, correct? Yes, I am. All right. I'll get you penciled in here, and then wait. What if I double that? Excuse me? What if I double the previous rate that you told me? How about I offer you quadruple then? Interesting. So 30,000? How about 35 just to be safe? Interesting. I see. Well then, I can get you scheduled in for... Hang on. Taken. Ah, here. Alright. You're scheduled in for about 4 days from now. Okay. That's better, I guess. You could double that offer and I can come over right now. Really? Yes. Unfortunately, I will be on a flight, but I'll make it there in time. I can assure you everything will go as planned. And in fact, if you do double that offer, I can even give you a reserved priority spot. Because I could tell that you are already quite the driven customer. Alright. I'm gonna stick with the 4 days from now. I'm not really trying to blow through my money. It's called an investment. I assume that you would know what one of those are. I do, yes, but I also know a scam whenever I see one. It's not a scam whenever your powers can allow you to do that. I know. It's just called persuasive interrogation, isn't it? It's not really an interrogation. Well, the way this phone call is going, it sounds like one. I'll stick with the 4 days from now, but what time? I'll call you back whenever I land. We can get things scheduled from there, and we can either go to a hospital if you prefer, or I can come to you. Alright. I expect your phone call. Alrighty then. The man going to hang up the phone. And Charlie is a bit confused. So, quadruple what? Ah, thank God. What is it? Charlie, as fun as this is, I'm gonna have my arms fixed in 4 days. Really? That's great. I know. But, I'm fairly certain, my boss needs to know, so I need to step out for a second and maybe call him. Okay, so you're gonna do that? Uh, yeah, just, Deku gonna stand up and start to walk out of the diner. And a lot of people, they do gonna stare at that guy. I mean, big and tough and broken arms. And then I'm gonna turn, and I see the girl sitting at the booth. Her just going to turn her head and someone look outside. And the pretty chick right there. I mean, shit. How'd that guy get so lucky to have a girl literally feed him in a diner? Shit. She's not even humiliated or embarrassed either. Shit, she's one of those really, really. Mm, okay. He might have a chance. A guy going to walk up before he is shot right down. Now, we do actually have somebody who is watching the interaction. And whenever the guy went walking away, they went to go stand up, as the person that's going to slide directly into Deku's spot in the booth. And Charlie just going to look up. Oh, hi. Sorry, my friend's outside for a second. Could you move? The person going to look up. And Charlie does look and see Jesse. Jesse? Hi, Charlie. Jesse going to pull off her hood. Express bringing up her hands. She's here to talk. What are you doing here? Why are you hiding in plain sight? No. I followed you guys whenever you left his apartment. You followed us? Yeah, Charlie, I did. Listen, I was hoping to talk to Izuku and maybe talk to him just for a bit. Okay, Jesse, what are you doing? I just wanted to talk to him. I wanted to apologize and apologize? You cut his brakes. What? I I did not cut his brakes. Okay, you cut his brakes, don't lie to me. I mean, the police know it was you. They just can't prove it. Charlie, I didn't cut his brakes. What are you even talking about? The police, they came to my door and asked me for where I was. I told them where I was. So you didn't cut his brakes? Again, for the third time, no, I didn't. I don't know anything about that. Listen, I'm trying to figure that out, and I think someone's after Izuku. Why would someone be after Izuku? Charlie, Izuku fights in the underworld. He he's kind of a bit of a big deal. The fight with the last guy he was gonna go up against, the guy he got injured before in a fight. He had a broken rib and he has a tell whenever he fights. A tell? Charlie, all fighters have a tell. They can't show their expression, their pain, their weakness in the fight. Otherwise, the opponent can use it against them. That's why Izuku has that stone face. Oh, I didn't know about that. Yeah, he doesn't like talking about it, Charlie. But listen, if someone approaches you, be careful, okay? Uh, sure. I don't really believe you, though. I don't care if you don't believe me, but Izuku might be in danger, okay? I'm here to warn you. I know I fucked up. You fucked my ex. Yeah, yeah, I did. But that's not important right now. It's important to me. Okay, just shut up for a second, Charlie. Listen to me, Charlie. I'm being completely dead honest. I swear it to you. I swear on my parents, okay? Okay, Jesse, what the hell's going on then? Okay, listen. I know you've done some pretty weird shit, but okay, Charlie, shut up. Shut up. Listen to me, please. Okay. Some people, they went after Izuku. They cut the brakes on his bike because the guy he's fighting, he was injured. I came here after I figured a bunch of shit out and I tried to investigate it. I mean, I know some of the people down at the bar, and those people, they pointed me to some friends of the guy who was supposed to fight, and I asked some questions, and some people, they, let's just drop that for right now, but I figured out who may have did it, and I'm in a lot of trouble right now, okay? I need, I need to get out of the city until this blows over, okay? Because if they find me, I might be killed. Jesse, are you serious? Yes, I am. I need to run, but I don't have the cash. And okay, stop right there. I get what this is. No, no, Charlie, please. Jessie going to plead with her. As Charlie, she does going to stand up and express. She does not want to see her again. She gets what she's doing. So drop it and go. Now, a lot of people just stare at Jessie. And Jessie, the moment she does have eyes on her, she's going to stand up, turn, and run off. Because she doesn't want to be seen here. And Deku, whenever he does going to walk back into the diner, there's where Jessie, she ran right into him. Her running past him as she left. And Deku, he saw her face. Was that Jessie? But what happened to her face? The good thing that she had a bruise on her face. Okay, so something's going on. Deku turning back, and Charlie just walked directly up to Deku, as she was trying to tell him and Deku is gonna stop her. He saw Jessie. He he thinks he knows what happened. And Charlie, yeah, a lot of people have eyes on those too, and someone right now they're trying to figure out what to do because that woman just dined and dashed. And okay, so they might need to call the cops. That on the person's mind, as they try and talk to Deku and Charlie about possibly what they might be doing, and if they are going to pay for their friend's meal. And Charlie, whenever she was going to turn, she's going to say that that wasn't their friend. And Deku, he does this talk about how he'll pay for their meal, but they weren't really done eating. And Charlie is going to turn back to Deku, asking him about what happened with his boss. Hmm? Everything's fine for right now. I, uh, I do, really appreciate your help though, Charlie. No problem. It was kind of funny. Fun, but also, it was definitely interesting. Yeah. I learned more about you. What? Nothing. Nothing. I said I learned a lot. Like what? Wouldn't you like to know, asshole? Fuck you. Fuck you too. This being where a few people do stare at the two. Okay, so what the hell's going on still? Deku paying for the meals as they go to leave. And Deku, whenever he does go to drop Charlie off, or more accurately, Charlie does go to drop him off, she does go to someone stick around. And Deku, he actually is going to find the note in his pocket. I'm going to open it up and read it. Hmm? Oh, lovely. That's a nice little story. Deku's going to slam it close. Before he does, whenever he gets upstairs, light it on fire and then put it in the ashtray outside. And Deku is going to watch it burn. And Charlie does think about a lot that she heard her friend say. Or her ex-friend, I guess. She's not too sure whether or not to believe it. And Deku himself, he just heard, well, read accurately, everything. And he's annoyed. Jesse's trying to say someone cut his brakes because of a fight. Yes, the underground world, it's a little challenging, but he's not really even certain if this person cut his brakes. It sounds crazy. Plus, it does fit with Jesse. Jesse, the timing of it couldn't have been any more perfect. He breaks up with her, she stops talking to him, and then his brakes go out. I mean, in the underworld, he's not even a big guy. So tripping his brakes over a fight? Huh, yeah, right. It's definitely not possible. Deku, immediately going to throw this idea out of his mind. These people are respectful. They know honor. They have a code, and they are bound by that code. Sabotaging a fight like this, it's not something that you do. If you find out about that, you find out about shit like that, there are people who will fucking kill you. There are people who do not like that shit, because this might have big money on it. And Deku, he does go see that specialist a few days later. And Deku does gonna walk out of the room as Charlie does see Deku. Deku actually with his hands up and giving Charlie a double thumbs up, as he is going to talk about his next fight. And Deku, him and Charlie, they do go to the bar, having a drink beforehand, and Deku, he does get to talk to his manager. Or, well, the man who owns the club. And Deku, he is excited. He feels like it's been a minute since he's actually put on the gloves and stepped into the ring. Plus his little side hustle, as a bit of more hired muscle, that is going to make a comeback too. So he's just going to kick someone's ass and things are going to be fun. He can't wait. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.